What up, y'all? We got 1 minute. We're waiting for Mason. I got my love letter shirt on. You know. What up? What up? Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Hola. Waiting for Mason. He's got 1 minute. He has 1 minute. Design jobs? Don't think so. So, what's going down? Anybody got anything? If you guys know any questions for Mason Silva, get them on deck. I'll tell a joke later. Looking for Mason. Waiting for Mason. Waiting for Mason. Go live with Mason Silva. If he's here.
There
Yeah!
we go. What's up?
What is up? Look
Nothing
at that.
at
The
all.
first question that comes up, Mason, ask Mason if he hates Reda.
Red?
Reda. Ask
Oh,
Mason, do you hate me?
I was more scared of you when I was little, but I love you now.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going, man? How are you feeling?
Feeling all right. Feeling bored, but good.
Nice. Listen,
Yeah.
I got my love letters to Jeff
Yeah.
Grosso shirt on right now.
Yeah, that's rad. That shit sucks really bad.
Yeah. Have you ever met Jeff? I just figured we should just start right with that,
Yeah,
man.
we probably should. Yeah, the first time I saw him around a lot, but I talked to him when we were skating at Vans, like the skate park. And
Yeah.
his kid was talking to me a lot, and then yeah, I talked to Jeff for a while, and yeah, it was really cool to just finally be able to meet him and talk to him, and yeah, him just seeing him interact with his kid and teach him how to skate was amazing.
That's
So
rad, dude.
yeah.
I mean, it's got to be an amazing thing. Your dad was like this ill pro skater in the
Yeah.
80s. Have you ever
Yeah.
watched any of the love letters?
Yeah, I've watched almost all of them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was definitely one of a kind, and he's definitely going to be way missed.
Yeah.
And I just did some stuff with him recently, a couple of weeks ago, with with him and the Six Dare guys, which is Buddy and Rick, for the love letter stuff. And
Yeah.
I was glad I was able to be a little part of that, which is great.
Yeah, it's
So
good. Yeah, we need people like him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway, I mean, it sucks. It's
Yeah.
a definite loss to skateboarding. But what I want to talk about you, man.
What's up?
Where are you right now? You sitting in your house in your living
Yeah,
room?
I'm just on the couch.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, where are you originally from, and how'd you wind up in Venice, dude?
I was born in Gardena, moved to Manhattan Beach, and then just ended up in Venice. My girlfriend was living here, and then we just moved in together.
So you're from Gardena, so you're from the South Bay.
Yeah, South Bay.
Well, that's good.
Hmm.
Where and Gardena is like, Daywan's from over there.
Yeah, I saw him around a lot. I'd usually find him by himself in a parking lot skating.
Dude, I would go skating with him, and it's so funny because it's like, we would, like, I'm with Daywan Song, who's like one of the best skaters in the world. It would be like, we'd go meet, we'd go eat lunch, we'd go get a coffee, then we'd get a donut, and then
Yeah.
we'd wind up, he would have because he always has these big trucks.
Mhm.
He had like a big Hummer, and he had a big like Lincoln
I
Navigator.
forgot about the Hummer.
Yeah, he would have a bench in his truck, and we'd wind up at the DMV parking lot and like be skating flat ground at the DMV parking lot, like with Daywan Song. And I'm like, how am I with the best skater in the world? This is what we're doing. We're eating, getting
Yeah.
coffee, and skating a parking lot.
so sick. Yeah.
So,
I would like go to skate the little like underground parking lot by myself, and then I would find Day1 by himself, and it was
yes.
like amazing because I was starstruck, but then also really awkward because we're both just by ourselves.
Yeah, it would be. He was definitely like, he's definitely one of a kind.
Yeah.
So the Thrasher cover, dude. Do you have it? Would you have it near you?
Uh, no, I don't think so. No, I don't.
Well, how did that happen? Did you know you were getting the cover? Like, how did that all come about?
Uh, I mean, I randomly just found that spot driving by a school. Just like it was right on the outside, you could see it. What's happened there? Sorry.
That's all right.
Uh, yeah,
It froze at you were randomly driving by a spot and you saw it.
yeah, I just saw it, and I don't know. I just like went up there and thought maybe you could clear down to that second bank, but it's kind of mellow to just test out to the flat part. So then I hit up Burnett to come out the next day, and Tyler Seachy filmed it, who is the Huff team manager, and it was
Right.
only him filming. And yeah, I was the only skater there too skating, so it was kind of like, I don't know, I just had to go for it. But yeah, I mean, I just found out seeing it on Instagram. I didn't even know at all. Yeah.
So you called Burnett and Burnett came up. Like where? So it's where is that school?
It's in Sunland, I think. Random.
Sunland. What were you doing
Sunland.
over there? Just skating?
Just skating, yeah, going to random schools. That's what we do.
Yeah. Burnett loves those photos like that. Look when you just see the whole entire spot and there's just like a little kick flip like over the rail, like
Yeah, he loves those snowboard spots.
super sick. It's funny too because people even on this thing, like I'm reading some of the comments as they're rolling in, and it's just like, they were like, "Yeah, Miles is sick." So how many times do people confuse you for Miles Silvis?
It happens all the time. I'll like people will ask me for whatever an autograph, and they'll say like, "Oh, like love your skating, Miles," and I'm just like, "Thanks." I don't know. I just I think they honestly do know the difference, but I think it's just the names are so similar they get confused. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and I think too, there's so much skating out there nowadays that it's like they've probably seen your part, they've seen his parts, like they've seen both your skating, and they're probably both
yeah.
stoked. Have you ever have you ever met him? Have you ever talked to him yourself?
Yeah, I know Miles. That's the other thing. At least I'm not like confused with somebody who kind of sucks or something. He's like amazing and he's cool. So yeah.
Does he get the same thing? Do people call him Mason?
I don't know. I've never asked him that. Probably a little bit, but I would think I get Miles more. He's gnarlier.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just such a common thing. Well, what's his name? Nuge and oh my God, I'm spacing his name. Would always get confused for each other. Um,
Nuge and who?
um, he skated for Stereo. He was on Foundation.
Oh,
Shimizu.
Shimizu.
Yeah, Nuge and Shimizu would always
Yeah.
get confused. Like people would call Shimizu Nuge all the time, and Shimizu would get bummed, but Nuge would just laugh it off. And
Yeah, for sure.
but it happens. So do you think it's a lot? How old are you now, Mason?
23.
23.
Mm.
So you kind of came up in this whole like Instagram kind of like putting your footage on online kind of world. Did you ever make like a sponsor me tape or anything like that?
Yeah, I was gonna say like my first sponsors, I didn't like Instagram wasn't a thing really.
Yeah.
I mean, like I remember sending old sponsor me videos to like Etnies and just whatever I could kind of get my hands on, you know.
Yeah.
You know how it is when you're a kid. Uh, and yeah, like Element when I first got on Instagram, I didn't have one yet. Yeah, but I do think it's a weird world right now, but it's good. People see a lot of really good skating all the time.
Yeah.
It may be a little too much sometimes, but better than not enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever like posted anything that you were like, that went up that you were super stoked on, and then all of a sudden somebody posted something else and your stuff kind of just got like buried real quick, or you're not even really thinking about it?
That stuff happens a lot. I think it's more just the weirder thing with the internet to me is music rights right now. Just having like I've had two parts that get taken off the internet because of music rights.
Oh yeah,
Because of like the lease just ends after a year, you know.
yeah.
So that's more of a bummer than anything.
Do you get them recut to something else, or do you put them on without the music? What do you do?
No, I haven't. I don't know. I think people repost them and stuff, but I haven't. Yeah, I haven't put them back up myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what so how did you wind up on Huff?
That was through Tyler. I've known Tyler, the team manager, for a long time,
Yeah.
and I mean, I didn't even realize it until he kind of brought it up. But I have a lot of friends that were on a Huff, like Sully and Caleb and Brad, and yeah, he just kind of brought it up one day and talked about it for months, and then it just finally happened one day, and I was stoked to be able to go on a trip and hang out with everyone. Really fun.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how many times have people like, because you skate for Nike, and
Yeah.
people, how many times have people like, oh, Huff's a shoe company, and then it's like
Yeah.
it's not a shoe company. Like how many times do you have to deal with that?
It'll take a while, but yeah, it a lot of people are really confused about that. I saw someone thought that I got on Huff and then got on Nike and then got back on Huff because they're just like see both and they're just so confused.
Yeah. Well,
But
I mean, yeah. And Huff used to make shoes. There's no more shoes now. Now
yeah,
it's just
it
like
makes sense. Yeah,
a strict clothing brand, right?
yeah, but I'm stoked it's still going as a clothing brand. It's sick.
Yeah. Do you know the history of the brand at all? Do you like what do you know about it?
I just know that like Keith started it. I mean Keith is rad, and I just know that I don't know. I don't know too much about the like actual beginning of it.
Well, I mean, yeah, it started Keith. Well, it was Keith Huffnagel, thus
Yeah,
Huff.
that's how.
But he started. It was like a sneaker store.
Yeah,
He was just making some T-shirts, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
then sneakers, and then he's making T-shirts and clothes, and then shoes, and now just clothes.
yeah.
So um, so with all this Corona staying inside, like how are you dealing with it? Are you at all like trying to skate at all or anything?
Yesterday I went to the Nike indoor park for a little bit. Beebles
Which is
Park.
called the what?
It's
Beevils
called
Park.
Beebles Park. It's nothing else but Beebles Park. Uh, and yeah, I skated just by myself for a couple hours, but no, I've been pretty on it with just staying inside, and I'll like bike to a parking lot and skate by myself, but I haven't really been filming, which is a bummer, but we got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the first thing you're gonna want to do when this is all over is gonna be?
Just hang out with my friends, and I don't know. That's the one thing I miss the most is just hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
And going to restaurants was pretty cool.
I mean, have you been cooking at home?
Yeah, I have been, but I'm kind of sick of it now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been doing takeout. I feel guilty, but at least I'm supporting those businesses.
Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy out here. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen Los Angeles so empty in my life.
I
It's
went,
like,
yeah, I saw like underneath the Venice sign the other day, there was not one car at any part of the intersection, and there was nobody around, and it was the weirdest thing.
yeah. How did you do? Somebody just said something about Tampa Pro, and what did you do? Like a fakey flip? Caught it
It
one
was
flip?
it was just a fakie flip, but it was like the worst fakie flip ever. But somehow, I don't know, somehow people liked it.
I mean, it looked like you were just kind of messing around, like just dorking out a fakey flip that actually came out looking pretty sick.
I wanted to do a really good fakie flip. Like I wanted to do it like boned out and good, but it just didn't even work at all. And I think so it's like 3 runs in the finals, and by that third one your legs are just shaky and so dead that I
Yeah.
think when I went to flick, like nothing happened. and my leg, I think I just blanked out and just thought like stick it no matter what.
Well, that's what. I mean, it got so much. Like it was all over the place.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it was just for me. It was I just don't even know how I did it, but yeah, it's funny that people liked it so much because it's ended up being the worst one, but people like somehow that weird stuff, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Brian Anderson just shouted you out. He said everything you did in Tampa was great.
Oh, that's very nice. Love you, Brian.
What place did you come in at Tampa?
Uh, what did I think seventh or eighth.
That's pretty dope, man. That's heavy
Yeah.
competition in there, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I was just stoked to even make the finals. I did Tampa Am for years and never even came close.
Oh, that was your first. Was that your first Tampa Pro?
Yeah. Or no, second one. The
Oh,
first Tampa Pro I did, I think it's like 10 make the finals, and Louis Lopez was the last person to go that wasn't in the finals, and I was in 10th, and he bumped me out.
oh man. I mean, at
But
least
it
you got
was,
bumped out by Louis Lopez. That's not
yeah,
bad, you know?
yeah.
I mean,
It
it could
was
be
pretty
worse.
fun.
You could be bumped out by me. That would suck.
Yeah. No, it was hilarious.
Yeah. So where has what are some of the coolest places that skateboarding has taken you? And as soon as this is over, like
Mhm.
where's the first place you think you want to go?
Well, we were supposed to go to Italy right now. We were supposed to do a Huff trip to Italy, so that's where I would want to go right when this ends. Even though, yeah, it obviously for obvious reasons we're not in Italy right now.
Yeah,
But I'd say my favorite place is probably Japan. Japan is
Japan
pretty
is sick.
rad. Yeah, I love Japanese
Yeah.
food, and the people are so nice and it's so clean.
I remember the first time going to Japan. It felt like you were in like a completely different world, and it's
Yeah,
so like, and
it was
it
the
was just
first
like,
place like I got real culture shock, you know.
yeah, and it's so they're so accommodating to
Mhm.
like to people who don't speak Japanese. I
Yeah,
remember I was out there with like Ty Evans, and we went to like a Starbucks, okay? And the thing
yeah,
is, like, if you want to get a coffee, you don't speak the language. They hand you this like laminated card that would have every drink on it. You just point to it, and they make it for you,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So me and Ty were on the line, and there's like these. There was this full like two Australian dudes and a kid speaking full Australian jargon to like the girl behind the counter. And me and Ty were like, I don't know what they're saying in English. You know,
Yeah,
they were like, right, I'll have a skinny flat white. He's sick cut right here. Yeah, he's gonna have a flat white. No whip on it there, mate. You got it, mate. You got it. Like, and the
yeah,
girls just standing there with the card, like handing it to them. It was insane. It was so crazy.
yeah.
And
It's
also Italy, it's funny too because like when I was in high school, um, like my Italian teacher was like my friend's father, right? So like I never studied. I always got the tests. Like I was always able to see what was, on the tests and stuff like
yeah,
that. And then I wind up going to Italy every year for like 10 years in a row on these skate trips to Italy. And then I'm just like kicking myself that I don't I don't speak it at all,
yeah,
So
yeah. I would love to be fluent in another language, but it's really, really hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Louis Lopez just asked a question. What happened to you on Halloween in Japan?
God damn it. I was like dressed up. I was there with my girlfriend and we were dressed up. I think I was a shark or something in a onesie. And I borrowed one of the locals' board and tried to like do a tray flip at Shibuya crossing.
Yeah.
And the cops tackled me instantly, like to the ground, which is pretty unlike them. They're pretty nice. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Thanks, Louis.
That's funny. Hey, and also everybody who's on here, you guys can ask some questions in a little bit, and Mason is gonna pick which his favorite question is, and you can win some Huff stuff. So just to show you,
Yeah,
best question will win some gear. We got like some sweatshirts, we got hats, we got like jackets,
that one's sick.
we got socks. It
Mhm.
might not necessarily be exactly this stuff, but just showing you the different types of stuff that we got available. Long sleeves. Anyway, and Mason's gonna pick his
Yeah.
favorite question, and then and then we'll have you DM the Huff Instagram and with your
Mm-hmm.
sizes and stuff, you know. So let's see if I think of any other questions, I'm gonna ask you too. You know, I'm gonna ask you like a basic skate question that I think everybody that everybody asks. But what's your setup looking like nowadays?
Like all the digits of everything.
Yeah, give me the board, give me the trucks, the wheels,
All right.
the bolts, the bearings, the grip, all of it.
I ride an 8.28 board, random number, but it's 8.28. It's a deluxe shape. And then 149 indies, just the normal ones, not hollow or anything. Bronson bearings and 53 Formula 4s Spitfires.
Ooh, that's a tasty board
Yeah,
right there.
can't get better.
You kind of can't go wrong with Indies,
Yeah,
Spitfires, and a deluxe board, you know?
yeah.
Somebody just said, will Huff continue to make shoes? I heard you guys are going to cancel your shoe line.
It hasn't made shoes for about a year.
Yeah, they've canceled. The shoe line has been canceled.
Yeah,
So,
has been.
top 3 Love Park skaters, top 3 competitive skaters, top 3 skaters on your team.
Whoa. Top 3 love skaters?
Yeah, Love Park.
Kalis, Stevie. Dude. Mark Suchu for like recently kind of fucked it up. But yeah, I don't know. Those, I mean, definitely. And you can't forget Fred Gall with the 50-50.
Oh my God, Freddie
Yeah.
destroyed Love Park.
Yeah. What were the other questions?
It was competition skaters.
Competition skaters. I'm gonna just go with number 1, Evan Smith, because he always has fun and makes it look really fun.
Yeah.
And just keep it at that.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really good question. What made you? It keeps going. I keep missing the questions.
Yeah.
So, did you ever think it was something along the lines like, do you ever think you would get this far in skateboarding?
No, definitely not. I mean, just the way that stuff has progressed in the last couple of years, I don't think so, no. I mean, everyone just starts doing it for fun when they first start, and it always is fun. It's always going to be fun, but yeah, I'm very lucky to be where I am right now, for sure.
Yeah. Do you I'm trying if you see any questions that pop up that you like.
Mine aren't loading, so you gotta do this for me.
Really?
Yeah, they're like stopped.
Oh man.
Somebody
said I think Miss Silva 23610, is that your mom?
That's my dad.
Oh, that's your dad?
Yeah.
He said, who do you love more, your mom or your dad?
Holy shit. Oh, no answer on that one. There's that both the same.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
What other interests do you have besides skateboarding?
Photography probably would be the number 1, or surfing too. But yeah, those 2 are pretty big ones for me.
Yeah, with your photography, do you shoot film or you shoot digital, or you do both?
I started digital. I don't shoot digital anymore. I've shot film for the last like 4 years probably.
Yeah, what cameras are you shooting with?
My main one is a Leica M6, and then my shoot is the Stylus Epic, the Olympus one.
You got one of these, buddy?
I had one and it broke on the 3rd roll, so I was over it.
Really? These are.
Yeah.
I've been shooting so much with this, and I got another one on the way.
Oh, they're amazing for sure, but mine is.
It's funny though, because you know what? I get it developed, and I don't even make prints. I just get them. I get high-res scans, and it's it's super cheap. So it literally just goes to digital, because what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Somebody said you have the best switch tray.
Do I? Sick.
That's what somebody said. Do you have you done a switch tray like in a line or at a spot where you're like, this is the best one I think I've done?
I have one over a trash can that should come out soon that I was pretty stoked on. But other than that, I feel like I've done pretty bad ones in the past.
Yeah. Somebody just asked a question, which I think is good. If I can find it. These questions are popping up so quick.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Venice shutting the beaches with no surf?
I think it makes sense a little bit, but I don't know. There's a lot more things that could be shut down before a sport or whatever surfing is to be shut down, because that's already social distancing. People keep 6 feet while they're in the water anyway. So I don't know. I think it's mainly just they're shutting it down so that people don't come from other cities and like lay out on the beach all day. That's more probably the problem.
Yeah. I mean, I went to the beach with the kid, you know what I mean, to just kind of get out, you know. But, you know, it was there was pretty much nobody there when I went there, because I went in like Marina Del Rey.
Yeah.
So somebody just said how many times it took you to land the switch 360 flip on the Peace Part.
Wait, I did a switch tray in there? Wait.
Maybe that was Miles.
That might have been no, he said peace. That was an Element video.
Yeah.
I did a switch tray in a line at Black Rock in SF. That was like, it took me longer to do the ledge trick for sure. I don't remember what other switch tray I did. I'm sorry.
Do you have somebody, Austin B said, do you have any warm-up tricks?
I mean, I just do a lot of kick flips to warm up pretty much on flat, fakie flips. Yeah, just flat ground.
And when you were younger coming up, who were some of the skaters that you were like, who were some skaters that like you were looking up to that you became friends with?
Man, I mean, Louis was honestly one of those people. I knew him a little bit from watching videos before I met him, and then I met
Lopez?
him. Yeah. Trying to think of other good ones though. I mean, I definitely looked up to Brian when I was a little kid, and to meet Brian and be friends with him now is cool.
Brian Anderson?
Yep, if he's still on
Hell
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Somebody wrote, what are some of the what photographers? Who's your favorite photographer?
I don't know. I feel like I should know photography more than I don't really like go in depth to like photographers outside of skateboarding, but my favorite skate photographer besides you, Reda.
I was gonna say you can break my heart.
Ollie Barton, for sure.
Ollie Barton is rad.
Yeah, and
my favorite. And who else?
O'Mealy.
O'Mealy's rad too.
Yeah.
He looks at you with those eyes. He's like,
scared the shit out of me the first
you're
time.
like, all right, I'm gonna land this.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that BA is on this. It's amazing.
Yeah.
My favorite, I gotta say, is probably Mike Blayback and Gabe Mofford.
I mean,
Britain. You know what I mean? Like, dudes.
Yeah.
Atiba. How do you not like Atiba?
I love Atiba.
Yeah.
I mean, Sturt is another one for sure.
Yeah. Who have you got to shoot with that you were like, I can't believe this dude's shooting a photo of me right now?
Probably Burnett the first time I shot with Burnett, because that was pretty scary.
Why do you think it was scary? He's such a mellow guy.
He's mellow, but people said he was scary, but he's not. He's not scary at all. No. He got the Huff mug.
Oh yeah, dude. Look, it's also like, fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
For Jeff, you know.
Yeah.
So, somebody wrote White Claws or beer.
I can't turn down a White Claw on a hot day. But probably if I had to pick one to like for the rest of my life, it would be beer.
Somebody said, here's another one. What's your favorite trick when you were a kid?
Heel flips. I heel flipped way before I kick flipped. That was like my go-to. Yeah.
And do you still do heel flips?
Yeah, I still do for sure. I just thought of that was like the first one that I learned as a little kid and was just trying to do it down everything.
Yeah. Somebody wrote, how are you 23 when it says goats only live 18 years?
That's that's a really good question. I think that deserves a box.
Oh yeah, is it?
Or a sweatshirt or something.
So
Whatever you have.
Cameron Fidel, DM the Huff Instagram with your address and your sizes, and you're getting a box.
Like he's talking about the animals, right?
Yeah. You have to try. Do you have to try hard to learn new tricks?
For sure. I've been trying to learn how to switch flip for like 23 years. I don't know. It's really hard. Nollie heels, that's one that always is going to be hard for me too.
Dude, I could do nollie heels. That means you could do them.
Dude, they go right in between my legs every time. I've fully sacked a nollie heel before.
Ooh, yeah. So have I.
Yeah.
Yes, Ed, I agree with you, Brian. Ed Templeton is the best heel flipper.
That's true.
And he said, Brian also said, besides Gino.
Besides Gino? Okay, yeah.
And you know who else had really good heel flips? Tim Gavin and Pat Chinita.
Lindsey Robertson, too.
Yeah. Oh, Lindsey Robertson, really good.
Yeah.
Favorite YMCA skate camp memory?
Dude, all of them. I mean, I went there for like 7 years in a row. But yeah, just like I learned how to fish there. I learned how to cook on a fire, like everything. I don't know. That place is awesome. A lot of good memories.
You got one in particular?
Yeah, not necessarily. I don't know. There's just like so many. I definitely learned a lot of tricks there and stuff, but yeah, I can't like think of too many. A lot of like bear sightings were pretty funny.
Jesus, that's not funny.
It's like you go into the cafeteria and on your way out, you just see a bear at the door. It's pretty sketchy.
That is very sketchy.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your favorite spots to eat in LA?
The place we went on Abbot Kinney, the Jelena takeaway place, is really good.
Oh, that place is good, huh? Yeah.
Teddy's Red Tacos is pretty insane. Any of the taco stands or trucks that are around here are pretty good too.
I mean, it's funny because it's like I try not to eat pizza in LA and I don't eat tacos in New York City because I'm like, why would I eat tacos in New York City?
Yeah.
And
That makes sense.
you know, like, I live in LA now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Tacos in Europe, that's a terrible one.
Oh yeah, I remember we were on a New York trip and we went to Austria and they were like, dude, and this is like maybe like 2000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they were like, oh, there's a really good Mexican restaurant. And they took us to this Mexican spot. And it was like all of our plates had food left over. And the Austrian dudes, they like cleared their plates, you know? I mean, if I'm in Austria, I like the best way to immerse yourself in somebody's culture is to eat their food. So I'm always like, let's go. Where do you go to eat lunch? You know what I mean? Like, I want schnitzel if I'm in Austria, you know?
Yeah, you can't request stuff when you're in other places. You kind of just got to go with the flow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What would be your second language to learn if you were going to learn one?
I mean, I'm kind of somewhat there with Spanish, so I would say I would probably just keep going with that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Somebody wrote, what do you think about the French skate scene?
French skate scene is sick. That hotel spot in Lyon.
Hotel de Ville?
Yep. That's a cool scene.
Yeah. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Lyon with those dudes when they were doing Cliche.
Yeah.
Those dudes are all super rad. Jeremy Dacklin, like Lucas Puig, JB.
Yeah.
I know I'm probably leaving out so many of them that are so rad, and I'm sorry, but
yeah, there's a lot of sick ones. Fred.
Clippers or Lakers, dude? That's a good one.
It's Lakers for life for sure, but I've been enjoying going to Clippers games this year because they're so cheap, and Kawhi is really sick.
Yeah, hell yeah. Brian Anderson said, "What's your favorite trick Mike Mo ever did?"
Whoa, that's a random one. Probably the fakie front crook, fakie tray flip out and fully flared inside the barracks.
I mean, that was dope, dude.
Yeah.
What's your favorite skate movie?
Minefield, probably. Or, yeah, Minefield. I really liked the DC video growing up. And
oh, yeah. That was a good one.
Baker 3 is probably the ultimate skate video, though, for me.
Oh, really? Why do you think that? Why do you say that?
Just because it was like the first DVD that like I owned and like got to watch all the time, and like it has everything. It like portrays like just funny stuff with like really good skating, and it's just really good. It's perfect.
Hell yeah. That was definitely really amazing skateboarding in there. It's kind of funny because like I feel like when videos are coming out, like you just see so much great skateboarding from everybody. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's rare that you watch a video and you're like, this sucks, you know,
Yeah,
because like, you know,
it's also just like hard to rewatch videos nowadays. So it's
why do you
all the ones
why do
I
you think
love
that?
are well, just I don't know. It's there's so many of them coming out. The last thing you think to do is like rewatch something.
Yeah.
'Cause, like the
Well,
next day
what
there's gonna be something else, you know.
yeah. Is there like a what's like the oldest video you go back and you could watch just like over and over?
Probably Welcome to Hell. That's like, I mean, that's the year I was born, so
You were born the year Welcome to Hell came out.
'96, yeah,
Wow, that I mean that video is great. Mike Maldonado's part, like right in the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah. Barley,
Yeah, for me it's like maybe Speed Freaks, you know, like with you know Jim Tebow's part and
yeah,
Nodis's part,
sick.
you know, and then what was the one where Nodis was in jail? Did you see that one?
That's Streets of Fire.
Pizza Fire
Yeah,
with that one that Nodis part, like right at the Venice curves, right where
yeah.
we met him that day, right
Right
where we
where we
met up
met
with
him.
Nodis that day.
Yeah, he's still working over there. It's so sick.
I mean, it was amazing that he came over and met up with us. But
Yeah,
like, yeah,
that
those
was
videos
crazy.
and video days,
Yeah,
like Guy, Rudy, Jason, and Mark. It's just like
yeah,
could watch that forever. You know,
for sure. Yeah,
Guy's part in Mouse too. I mean, whatever. I can go on about this forever.
yeah. We could do this for another hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody wrote, "What do you think about the Olympics?"
I think it's crazy that they got postponed. That's actually insane, but it
Yeah.
makes sense. I knew it was going to happen. Um, but like, they're probably asking, what about skateboarding in the Olympics?
Yeah. That's
I'm kind of indifferent about it. I think it'll be funny to watch. I don't like, it's something. It's another thing to watch. So, I mean,
yeah.
it's pretty much with Street League and all the other stuff that's been happening. It was almost there already. You know, it
Yeah.
was almost the Olympics.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think it's. I mean, it's here. It's coming. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing we can really do about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I mean, it's like any contest, right? Like contests are polarizing in general. It's like you love them or you hate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for it's not going to change anything with like people's careers, you know, like everyone will still know that a street skating like video parts matter more than anything.
Yeah,
Like it's always going to be that way.
yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know. Is there anything you want to end on? I mean, there's so many worst slam that you've worst slam that you could recall. What was your worst?
Uh, my worst slam that I could recall, I broke my collarbone when I was like 16. That one kind of sucked. Oh, I had a shitty one where I tried to like fakey lip slide this rail and I jumped over and my knee cap dislocated. That one was pretty like scarring for me. Yeah.
Was it just on the side?
Yeah, I just like landed on a weird like we put wood on the side because it was like dirt. So we
Yeah.
covered it up and I think the wood slipped, which made my knee slip really weird. Sorry to anyone that hates hearing about that shit because I definitely do.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was not. You know what? I'm never asking anybody that question ever again.
Let's
That's
end on anything but that question.
yeah. Um, let's see. Let's see if a good one comes up.
Yeah.
A lot of people write really dumb stuff on here too. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm kind of glad.
I saw somebody on here from India, which is
Oh,
kind of
that's sick.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
rad.
All right, this is pretty good. Where do you imagine yourself in 5 years?
Probably, hopefully, still just living in Southern California, skating, and honestly, hope nothing changes. I hope everything stays the same. Like, I hope I'm still skating with my friends every day and doing the same thing I'm doing right now. I got no complaints.
You know what, dude? It could always be worse, right? That's the thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, as bad as shit is, it could always be worse, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Always, always be worse.
Yeah.
And I love that you call the Nike Park is the Beebles Park. Everybody still calls it Beebles Park. I'm at Beebles.
Yeah, it's Beebles Park. He killed it there. It's his park.
Have you ever met Beeble?
Yeah, he's insane. He's so cool.
I used to go to his house in Sacramento. We used to have so much fun up there. It was amazing.
That's sick. I wish I got to be around during those days. That was probably really fun.
Yeah, but dude, you're around. These are your days. You know what I mean? People are gonna talk about like when you're older, and you know what I mean. Like be like, like Mason Silva, like when he was doing his thing, and you know.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. No regrets, I guess.
Hell yeah. Well, what was the here? I'm gonna end on this question because you tell me you shoot photos, and I'm a photographer. So, what was the last photo that you shot that you were like? Got back and you were like super stoked on?
Probably honestly just the whole last roll that I processed, because the roll before that I like dropped in the shower and the whole thing got scratched. So like honestly, if
dropped it in the shower?
Yeah, I process on, like I hang them on a string in there and the string like snapped and it just fell. So it was that was a bummer.
Oh, are you developing stuff yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Because you know what? Look, I have this roll. Maybe you could develop it for me.
Okay, cool. I will. Does that say 400 T-Max?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made that.
Are you kidding me? This is like staple.
I shoot Trident.
400
I thought it was
like
100 T-Max.
Yeah. 400 is good. It's kind of like a good
yeah.
It's kind of like a good middle ground day night good, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, but that sucks that it snapped. But what was on that last roll that you shot that you were just like stoked on?
Just a lot of photos from when we were just in Japan with Huff. It was just like funny stuff from my point and shoot. I just like being able to relive that stuff. Just look through it again and kind of feel like you were there.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When this stuff is all over, we got to go out and shoot some photos.
We're going to hang out. We're going to like be friends again.
Yeah. And you know what? Cool. It's like, I definitely call Burnett when you got something big and gnarly. Definitely call Burnett because he's like, that's your cover boy. I mean, you got the cover, dude.
Oh, dude. No, I want to shoot with you now. We're going to shoot something cool.
Let's get it. I'll give it to Burnett. He takes my stuff. I've been shooting for Thrasher for a long time, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, anything else? Oh, somebody said real or crooked.
Real or crooked. All of Deluxe is great. It's all one big family.
Hell yeah. I agree. Real, crooked, anti-hero.
Yeah.
Jim Tebow is one of my favorite people in the world who runs Deluxe, and you know.
It's all in the same room. It's all the best.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mason, thanks so much, man. And thanks everybody for the questions.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
And for tuning in, and I guess everyone's gonna go back to doing nothing, huh?
Yeah, let's I'm super busy. I gotta go sit on my couch some more.
What have you been watching, dude? You've been watching anything?
Just finished Tiger King like a week ago. Did you watch that one?
Yo, holy cow, it's insane.
We could have talked about that this whole time too.
I mean, you know what's so crazy about it? I was watching with my girlfriend, and she was like, "This reminds me of like a Christopher Guest movie. Like, I feel like I'm watching Best in Show or Spinal Tap or one of those things."
It seems fake,
like,
but it's real. It's insane.
I mean, I heard that there was like the guy with no teeth. I heard he got his teeth fixed.
Oh yeah, I saw a photo. He looks great.
Dude,
so good.
I mean, it's like there's so much stuff about that film, and then he just like goes, "Oh, that woman, she definitely killed her husband, though, huh?"
Yeah, Carol did it. She did it.
Carol did. Or here's another theory I have. He was probably just surrounded by so many crazy people, and he probably had so much money. He's probably alive and chilling in Costa Rica somewhere with his girlfriend.
A random island somewhere in Fiji or something.
Yeah, he had enough money stacked away that he was like, because he was like, always going to Costa Rica. I'm like, he's in Costa Rica. He's chilling.
He was probably just over her and wanted to get out of there.
Over her, over his ex, over everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody let them fight it out. He's like, I got
Yeah.
all this money here. I'll put it aside. He probably built a house in Costa Rica. He lives on the
Yeah.
beach. He's going to live there for the rest of his life, you know?
I wish I could like wipe my memory and watch it again.
I mean, it was amazing. And that dude, like, all the stuff that Joe Exotic was doing to mess with Carol Baskin, like, why? Like, I mean, you stole her logo and they sued you. Of course you
Yeah.
lost. Like,
He
why would you
did a
do
lot
that?
of it to himself. He did all of it to himself.
I mean, that's definitely one that I would have to like rewatch. Like, I would literally like, I can't believe this is real. Like,
Yeah.
you know. And all those tigers they have in captivity are insane. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
definitely not
some dark stuff in it.
I mean, there is definitely some way like, you know, somebody just said they're reopening the Carol Baskin case after this.
Oh shit, they actually are. I was wondering
Yeah,
if anything was gonna happen.
Who knows? Like,
Yeah.
who knows? But
Yeah.
anyway, somebody said watch The Witcher. I started watching that. I heard it was pretty good.
Ah, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
So,
lot of things to watch right now. We got all the time in the world.
I mean, you got time, right?
Yeah, everyone does.
And go down. You have that little flat ground area. Go there and skate
Yeah,
the flat.
I'll go down there. Yeah.
All right, Mason. Thanks, dude.
All right, thanks, Reda.
Thanks for tuning in, and this has
Yeah.
been a lot of fun. And
Cool.
hopefully we're going to do another one with these with somebody else, and then you're going to have to log in and ask questions.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be like Brian.
All right, my man. All right. Thanks,
All right,
everybody.
thanks.
And make sure that one dude that I said earlier to DM the Huff Instagram.
Yep.
I forgot his name already, but I'll remember it when I see
Something.
it. All right, man. Later.
Later.